sacked him once, had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So out come the Cardinals and their offense in great starting field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. They're trying to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes. That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw, Ritter.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 13-yard line.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw here. Touchdown!
Zay Jones.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Smith.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see it often, this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On first down, Ritter.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10. Here's Ritter.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ritter.
This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Elliott.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 22-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a battle.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Zaven Collins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
Followed a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Zaven Collins.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now slant to Jones. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense takes back over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the 1st.
It's a pickup of 16 there to the lead to a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Melton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Ritter now.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Ritter from the gun.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Third and goal, Ritter with it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here.
A 27-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. Gino now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. You've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Smith. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At the 40-yard line.
Ritter with another throw on second down. This is taken in by McBride.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they've worked on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter. He's able to find Melton.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Now Gino. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Chase Young.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 37.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ritter back to throw. Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
3 yards to go.
3rd and short, Ritter.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33.
Myers' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And out now come the Seahawks. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. It's taken to the 26.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Ritter now on second down. This pass complete to Moulton.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Ritter throwing on third down.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation when they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Jordan Addison, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Allen Robinson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown catch in the victory. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Ritter to throw it.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Smith going to try and run with it.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And he finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Another big play right there. This is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Ritter off to play fake.
Again, that's Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Ritter now.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Ritter.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of...
And got his man complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
81 yards.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Melton. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to run.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
First target, first catch at a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You
get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read up.
There he goes, right side.
How about this? Racing to the end zone. And
all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Geno Smith. 85 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically, they got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
17.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Smith on first down. A little short pass. This is Everett. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
This a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Walker on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29.
Smith.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 20. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Jones has it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle.
Melton down to the 42, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 16.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice game there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 43.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. From the gun, here's Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Now 1st and goal.
Off of play action, here's Smith.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cards, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,
they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah. Vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect from my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane. in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all